Hi guys, I'm Tracy and welcome to my last Hakuhodo haul video, and probably not going to order from them at least for a while, and I'll explain how I decided on these brushes after I start going through the ones I got recently. I just got one eye brush and 3 face brushes, and let's just get started. The eye brush I got is the S150. Now these are really, it's been really hard for me to focus. Is it focusing? All right, so this is basically the G5513 in a slanted version. See, it's got that very gradual slant. I actually thought it would be more slanted, and here's the G5513. And this is one of my very used brushes. As you can tell, I've been using it. So I didn't want to get the same style. I like to get as many different styles as I can. So I got the slanted version, and this is horsehair. I expect it to work very similarly to the other horsehair brushes I have. And I wanted one more S series, so I'm really excited to have this. I'm not sure if I'm going to really use it just because it's so beautiful, and so I might just kind of keep this in storage, or I'm not sure. Okay, so the first face brush, and I have B-roll for a couple of these, 2 of these face brushes, so that you guys can see how they worked. I got the G5537. So this is very similar to the G5538, which I compare to like the Song & G Soft Cheek, just a very sparser, undyed version, and this is the tapered version. And when I was trying to decide on which brushes I was going to get for my final order, I wanted brushes that weren't going to be easily found with other brands, and ones that I knew I was going to use. So I knew these types of brushes, they're not that common, these kind of long floppy ones, and the ones I do have, I do use. The only ones I don't use the Kebble brush. It's just too light of an application for me. But I'll show you it next to the G5538. I'm probably going to use these very similarly with like very pigmented powder blushes. And that's what I used it today, used it with the Patrick Ta powder blush. But I think realistically, I'm going to end up using it to flick off fallout. Just because I have so many other brushes, and because it's got that long taper, it really easily will get, you know, into these areas, and you know, it's so lightweight, it's not going to mess up your you know, whatever you got going on. So I'm really glad I got this, and mainly I knew I wasn't going to find a style like this, you know, unlikely to find this style. Okay, so the last 2 brushes are I got the squirrel and goat mixes, and this is one of my favorite types of brush because you get the softness, the silkiness of the squirrel hair, but you get the resilience and the pickup of a goat hair brush, so it's like right in between. I just love the way they look. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the G5544, so it's a longer version of the B512, which is one of my favorite Hakuhodo brushes, and I'll show you them next to each other. One thing I didn't realize is how flexible and how sparse the G5544 was going to be. I expected it to be a little bit denser because this one feels fairly dense, not super dense, but like the perfect density. I was debating whether to get this one, or there's a style that has the same length and dimensions but is denser. But I noticed I don't use my denser brushes as much, so I went with this one. And so far I'm very happy with it. I used it for a bronzer on this side of the face, and I'll probably use it the same way I do as my B512. It's just, this one's just a little bit lighter on the skin, but I'll probably use it very similarly, and I feel like the results were fairly similar. I thought maybe things would go on lighter with this one, but it really didn't. It pretty much looks the same. So I'll let you guys see how that compared. And but so far very happy, and I haven't washed these, so it's gonna fluff up a little bit. Okay, now the last one, I got the G6530. So this is that round tapered style that they make. Hakuhodo makes this in a goat and synthetic version, and it's 2 sizes bigger than the very popular B5521. This is also in many different hair, you know, mixes. So there's one in between this one. I went with the slightly bigger one. I'm really glad, because I think the 6540 would have been too similar to this one. So I have not used this one yet. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it for. It's a little big for highlighter, or a little dense. It's actually pretty dense. I mean, you know, it's bigger than this one, but it feels pretty dense, a little bit more dense than I thought, which is a good thing. It's super silky, and it's a little big for under eye powdering, I think. I rather use a smaller brush for that, and a little big and dense for highlighter. So I'll probably end up using it for blush, and or maybe like for targeted powdering. I'm not sure, but I have now this shape in 3 different sizes, and I'll show you guys that right now. 5522, which is their kind of bigger eye brush, and then I have the B5521, which is their kind of smaller face brush, and then this is the 6530. So I believe this is, there's one more that's longer than this, but it's quite long. It's the 103 style that I thought maybe would just be too long for me. But here are the 3 siblings. Oh, now my battery's going out. And this is not really like anything I have that I can think about. The Sanyoji Inochige is bigger. Actually, not that much bigger. It's actually fairly similar to the Sanyoji Inochige. I have a feeling these will produce very similar results. I feel like the Inochige is denser though. Like there's more hairs in this one. It's maybe a millimeter longer, and the ferrule might be 1 or 2 millimeters bigger, but not by much. Alright, so I'll put more pictures on my Instagram of close-ups with the comparisons to the other brushes, so you guys can see them up close. Alright, now I'll show you guys the angled brushes, the 3 that I have. So I have the smallest, the G511, and the B512, which is, I've been talking about this one. I really do like this one for bronzer. And then the G5544. And then they have one that's like this. I think I said that, but it's denser. So I'm kind of wondering about that one, but I don't think I'm gonna. There. So far I'm really happy with the way this one performs. So now I'll just very briefly show you all of the Hakuhodo squirrel and goat hair brushes that I have. And these, you know, just some of my favorite brushes. So this is how many I have now. I have 3 different shapes, and some of them, you know, 2 sizes, and some of them I have 3. So I do feel like I'm pretty set. There's nothing that I feel I'm missing with Hakuhodo. Of course, you know, I would love to get more S series for the handle, but as far as the brush shapes, I don't feel like there's something they have that I really want that I would use that I couldn't get somewhere else. For example, I just ordered a Hodo little packing brush that's almost exact same dimensions as this one, and it was in the outlet, you know, sale, so it wasn't even, not even $10. So anyways, I have a really very interesting haul coming, and 4 of those are the outlet, the Hakuhodo sale brushes, so I'm really interested to see how those end up. And I think I think that's going to do it for the haul, and I'm very sad that this is probably my last order. I've been ordering from Hakuhodo for not that long, like a couple years, and I've been sharing all of my hauls with you guys. So yeah, it's kind of like a bittersweet moment, but there's so many other brands that I've discovered that I'm interested in learning more about, and so I'm not gonna get, you know, too upset about it. And not like these brushes are like going away, they're just going to cost more. So if there is something that I really want, you know, it should still be around, I hope. But I guess that really does it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.